Ladies and gentlemen, many of you already know the root cause to much of the fentanyl coming into the US is from China. And this story is about a mass overdose. Now, there was one last year, if you remember, around spring, out in a park, I believe up in Connecticut. There was a mass overdose. Well, this one comes out of California. Fox News, January 13th, 2019. One person dead, 12 more hospitalized after suspected fentanyl leads to mass overdose, police say. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this drug plague rages on in the US, and there's no end in sight. As long as there is a supply and demand, you're going to keep seeing these overdoses over and over. So let's get into this article. A mass overdose in a California home Saturday morning left one person dead and another 12 hospitalized after police say the victims may have ingested fentanyl, a powerful opioid. Chico Police Chief Michael O'Brien said at a press conference that the police received a 911 call from someone inside the residence of a home in the 1100 block of Santana Court about 9 a.m. Upon arrival, Chico police officers found multiple individuals in what appeared to be a life-threatening overdose condition. And can you imagine that? You got one dead body on the ground and you got the other people on the ground because they have overdosed on fentanyl. And that's a dangerous situation. You can't just touch a person that did fentanyl because it passes through the skin, and it can pass through the skin of the police officers and they can overdose. It's very easy to overdose on that stuff. O'Brien said the officers performed CPR and administered 6 doses of naloxone, which can reverse the effects of an overdose and comes in half doses. Chico police have been equipped with naloxone since 2018. One male adult died, and 12 other people were taken to an area hospital for treatment. O'Brien said the ages of the victims range from 19 to at least 30. 8 of the victims were admitted, and of those 8, 4 were listed as being in critical condition. O'Brien emphasized that there is potential for additional fatalities. He said that while it is still too early in the investigation to be sure, the likely cause of death and injuries is from consumption of the potent drug. Oh, I bet it is. You know, they have these drug parties all the time, ladies and gentlemen, all over the US. So we shouldn't be surprised by this. I did a story on a woman that was paying admissions to come to her drug party that she had very frequently. And the thing is, this woman had a rap sheet, and this is what she was doing. Every indication is that this mass overdose incident was caused from ingestion of some form of fentanyl in combination with another substance, although that is yet to be confirmed. Well, it can be confirmed very easily. Plus, you got one dead body, so an autopsy will reveal exactly what was ingested. 2 responding officers were also treated at the hospital after complaining of feeling some effects, but They were released and are said to be in good condition. I told you, but see, they expect, like in the situation of Pennsylvania, they want to pass out Narcan to the public. But what they fail to realize is you don't know what a person overdosed on. And they can have residue of fentanyl on their clothing, on their skin, around their mouth. And then you are trying to help this person, and it doesn't take much to touch that stuff, and you overdose. Okay, so you're reviving that person who's going to revive you. You know, I'm sorry, but you have to think about that. Further details about how they might have been affected were not immediately available. Police are not clear about how or why the victims might have consumed the substance. The home is currently being treated as a hazmat site, but O'Brien said it is not a danger to the public. A relationship between the victims has not been established, though police say they all knew each other to some extent. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see how those two officers got sick. And fentanyl is in virtually everything. That's why I am not comfortable with walking around with Narcan and coming in contact with these folks, because they mix so many drugs, and it is probably more common than uncommon that fentanyl is used in the drugs they're taking. And it wouldn't be that way if people weren't looking for a stronger high. So again, it's supply and demand. You have people out here demanding the drug, and that's why it's going to continue to pour into the country like we see it happening right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's another mass overdose. And it's a shame that it's like this in America, but this has become commonplace in this country. But I'm going to go ahead and play the video. We'll listen to part of it.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. I'm Chief Michael O'Brien of the Chico Police Department. I also have Fire Chief Steve Standard off to my left. And we want to provide some details of the mass overdose incident, which involved what we suspect to be fentanyl. And I want to emphasize that this investigation is in its early stages, and nothing has been absolutely confirmed. And so we're in the process of doing just that. So at approximately 9 a.m. this morning, Chico Police and Fire Dispatch received a 911 call reporting a mass overdose incident that occurred at a residence in the 1100 block of Santana Court here in Chico. Chico police officers, as well as Chico firefighters and Butte EMS, were immediately dispatched to that scene. Upon arrival, Chico police officers found multiple individuals in what appeared.
Okay. I guess it's not buffering, y'all. Okay. He's really just repeating a lot of what I said. So what I will do is I will leave the link to the article in the description box, and you can come out at your own discretion and look over the article and listen to the video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.